Hey y'all, it's me again, Tasha C. And I forgot to see if y'all didn't see my last Stick in the Water. Found if y'all knew my first time watching my videos, my subbies, but y'all don't mess with the whole Stick in the Water thing. I forgot to say, my last video was last year, so welcome back, y'all. Sorry, that hurt my ears. Anyway, anyway, y'all, this is my second video of the new year. I hope y'all had a wonderful new year. Y'all safe and just keep it going. Whatever, no new me, blah blah blah. We're working for the positivity and all. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, this is my review of the new show called Blood, Sweat, and Tears. I'm gonna keep this in blood, sweat, and heels, okay? There gonna be some tears, it looks like, in this show. So this is season 1, episode 1, series premiere. So let's get this started. Now I have this is sparkling flavored water, y'all, black cherry, all these shit. So just to let y'all know, if y'all first time watching, there will be profanity in this video, just to let y'all know that. But I'm dedicating this margarita glass, which cost me only $1, Dollar Tree, dedicated to Micah. I hope I'm saying that lady's name right. Forgive me if I haven't. I just freshly poured this and dedicated to her because it looks like I might bring the margarita black glass back enough to, at least this first episode, because that lady seems like they might need a problem. Betty Ford might make it, AA's 12 steps, whatever, from the looks of the previews and the behavior just today. So, they really supposed to be 6 women they show. When you see the previews or, the little thing where they got them standing or doing this pose and stuff, you see 6. But they did show all 6 of them, but it really focused on bringing out the first 4. Okay? So, I just let y'all know I am random and, I'm just going to talk about what I remember or what stood out to me. So, anyways, y'all. First, we're going to talk about Micah. Now, Micah, did y'all notice they didn't give them an intro? It was just like, here's their names in the corner, and then the credits rolled, and they start the show. They didn't even give them an intro, nothing, a heel, picture of a heel, something. Maybe they're trying something new, but they didn't really actually have an intro. Like their own opening theme song. They just said F it. So, anyway, y'all, we have Micah, and even I kind of I did love that cover that she had, but I do have to wonder, did she drink before they started rolling cameras? Or maybe she just has that type of personality, but it was just the reason why is because when she got out the bed, she's just like, and Karen, are you gonna make some turkey bacon with the scrambled eggs and the orange juice and put me wheat toast with strawberry jam? She didn't do all that, y'all, but she just kept a couple times. She just seemed like, you're gonna get the toast bacon, the scrambled egg. She just had a theme song about her man who's named Terry, which we find out later now is her manservant besides some other stuff. But she, like it's this show, like it's supposed to deal with 6 professional women, and she has a successful modeling agency. Turns out that she lives actually in Harlem, and she has this chinchilla pet that's nicknamed Rocky. But its real name is I named after our president, Barack Obama. But I don't know. I see why she was trying to get the chinchilla to kiss or something. Chinchilla's like, I ain't got time for this shit. You just drank. Go on somewhere. But she getting into the chilling drunk and stuff too. I'm like, Peter, you better watch out for Peter come after your ass. I'm saying. So, anyways, about her, I'm just going to talk about Karen last because the scenes was back and forth. They just talk about them waking up in the morning. And the first thing, Demetria, she has a fiance named Greg that she calls Chocolate Boy Wonder as well. She for 10 years she's been like, doing topics with the relationship. I don't know if she like does the same thing like Tiana Smalls, the one who helped Chili, who recently said that stuff about she kind of No, she didn't even want to bring that to her and Tiana Small problem getting get along, but she's an expert and she has a blog and she's wrote a book and is successful. So her and her man fiance are discussing about this couch for one thing, and he wants to get a new couch, make memories on, and she wanted to keep it sentimental about it because they became intimate. In other words, they screwed and the DNA is all across the couch, and she wants to be able to, like, no, your boyfriend is on there. We're going ahead and get something else. So when they're on their way there, she admitted that she's actually the mean one out the relationship, and he's a good guy because she was even telling him, talking smack when they're on the way to get the couch. She's driving, and she's sitting there talking, you want to get off? She in the middle driving, talking about, you want to get off over here, and blah blah blah. Then kick him out the car and talk to stuff. So yeah, we already know that she's gonna be, quite an interesting character out the bunch just based on that. But I do love that hair and just raving about her some. So, anyways, we have Melissa Ford. They don't say her last name, but if y'all do not know, Melissa Ford, when back in early 2000, late 90s, early 2000s, when Hype Willoughby was relevant, and I'm not trying to sit here and say like he's still not relevant, but this is how much Hype Willoughby was at the time, and when music videos kind of mattered and the big production and stuff. He was the man. He was damn near doing everybody's video, and I swear when he did a video, then here come Neptunes was damn near doing everybody's track at the time when they were popular. So she was a lot of Hype Williams videos because he was one of the most popular video R&B slash rap, film director, he stuff like that. He even got a point that he made that video, that movie Belly. Okay. Anyways, so she was in. That's how many videos that she was in. Okay. It was, you start kind of seeing her fade like in 2005, 2004. But I mean, she was in the game, and that's when Video Miles, which Buffy the Body, or Buffy now, but I forgot what her last name, Buffy Court. But she has a channel on here. What is it, Bodyonomics or something? But she gave the lowdown, like how back in the day when you consider Video Vixen, or, as she said in her own words, Melissa Ford was saying, video hoe, they used to say that back in the day they used to make money, which was true. They used to have ringtones and everything. This was BET Cut was on, also known as, if y'all remember the box, or it used to be Jukebox the Box when it used to come on, and they used to show everything. It didn't care what day it was. That's the Two Live Crews during the uncover. You seen a lot of stuff nobody should have seen at that time. But anyways, what I'm saying is that there was a lot. She came out when there was still money to be made or was worth going into the videos. I think she came right before Superhead came out. So now, as the game say, Melissa Ford drives a Honda Accord. I did want to point out if anybody remembers when Honey used to be a magazine, like maybe about 7 or 6, maybe more than that, like 8 something years ago, or maybe longer than that. Melissa Ford admitted that in the Shake It Fast or Shake Your Ass Mystical video, she was crying because when she seen herself on there, she's sitting there thinking that she's fat, and she was taking I think pills like to boost up her energy and stuff. So because she thought she was fat and all this stuff. So you never know. Even there's some people who are beautiful and perfection, and people and they still anybody can have problems with their image, even you least expect. So she actually hated the way her body looked, and she thought she was fat. I'm like, but I don't know, but she was up there taking stuff like, not eating as much or so. Not, I don't know if she was saying like she was bulimic or anything, but, I don't think she's in bulimic, but she was like taking more of these pills to get all this extra energy to exercise and keep the visible weight that she thought she was. So I'm glad she doesn't feel that way anymore. But she admits now all of a sudden she's got into real estate, right? Her last relationship was for Ryan. In other words, she was indirectly saying, well, my last sponsor was Florida, and money has been funny. In order to get this rent paid and continue my ongoing shoe collection, I'm going to finally have to realize I'm going to have to work. And even her first day she got there, first she got with her taxi, and I guess she's late for her first day of work. Later on they showed her like one of her top penthouses for sale, but I think one of her bosses was saying like, even though she's new or whatever, she's, she has a lot of potential clients that referred her. I don't, that referred her, or people who want to work with her or referred her for that job. So, but when she's going to the place, she's like, oh, if I was able to, if was in this place, this would get penny droppers. If I would sit here, it was just kind of, they just, you could tell the two people, the boss and the other, and there's a guy also there, I guess, supposed to work for them as well. And they're just sitting here like, yeah, but that's not really where we're going to list it on. So maybe she was just playing, but it just seems like since her sponsoring or, stuff like that is going downhill, now all of a sudden she realized she has to get a job. So it's kind of weird that, honestly, that they're saying she's a professional person, she's just getting started, and later on, I'm just saying I could see maybe she's started real estate and she's been in there for a couple years, but she's just starting with her professional job for what we gather, and then later on in the season or whatever, how many episodes they got, here she has admitted that she's broke and stuff like that and everything. So it's kind of like, I just thought they would get somebody, but maybe to bring in more viewers because people probably know her from the Shake This Fast whatever videos and when Neptune was doing everybody's stuff, whatever, that's how popular, she was. But she said, unfortunately, she always been on it. But yeah, I was off the show, but like I said, Buffy was saying about how, Biddy Richards used to be getting them coins and now you don't get really nothing nowadays. So, later on in the episode, we have Daisy. Now, Daisy's actually from LA. She's like a spelling expert. Sometimes she does like, little segments on news, like TV shows and websites. And, she's from LA. She moved to New York. And usually she says everybody comes to New York. And I usually hear about, well, that's a first. You learn something new every day. But I usually hear about people maybe moving to LA then as opposed to going to New York. You see what I'm saying? Or they'll either go either or. But well, she's able to get where she's wanting to go as far as what is she trying to take in her career. And her and Demetria happens to be friends. They both live in Brooklyn and stuff like that. And it was one event that Daisy was at. And Demetria and her were talking about relation-wise. Daisy is supposedly, she's not abstinent and she's not celibate, but she hasn't been engaging in sex. She's on this, hallelujah, Jesus is my man type of thing. And Demetrius is like, okay, you do know that okay, that's all right if you, which Jesus, our heavenly Father, Jesus, whatever. But it's like you can't deal with him in that way, if you know what I mean. So she's probably gonna bring up kind of be the more religious one out the group, probably for what I say, because she brought up God and stuff a couple times throughout this episode. And she's supposed to be having this brunch, and like I said, it really wasn't much going, but like I said, makeup room, they get ready, all the real action happens when this brunch is about to that I guess Daisy has every first Sunday of every month that she has friends gather and stuff like that, right? And then, you got Mecca again sitting up here like, okay, Terry, my darling, can you get the car out for me? Give me my drink. I'm driving. Just give me my drink. Just one drink. That's all, baby. That's all I need. I love you. I love you. I love you, Rocky. I mean, she seems to be quite insecure character, and I don't know if it's the enhancement of sipping and wine, but like I said, she does as a successful model, ain't she? Because she used to be a model, so like I said. Anyways, they simply have this brunch going to, and the other two people, one is named I think Bree, and the other one I think is Geneva. I hope I'm saying their names right, but they kind of like introduce them, but they don't give them like a full introduction like we have the other first four ladies. I guess we'll find out more about them next episode. And they're on their way with Mecca to there. Everybody's intertwined or knows Daisy. Demetria comes there by herself. I think, Marissa Ford pops up out of nowhere, even though you didn't see, like I said, everybody's supposed to be connected to Daisy, I guess. And like I said, Melissa Ford is there. Everybody else comes, and like I said, the new character, Bree and Geneva. Geneva's mom also is a sex therapist, so she brought her some toys. I would love it. I hope they bring her mom. That'd be interesting to see Geneva's mom, because she's sitting there just bringing out. I don't know if Candy Beverly Cameron was in that thing, but if Beverly Cameron was in that bag, she's sure getting her coins, okay? And Bree, Bree's all like, I never heard of this stuff. She's supposed to be the shelter one and the shy one. We'll see. Okay. So, They're on their way there, and it looked like you thought it was a decent because they had, all these flowers and all this care. So you thought it was a lot of food until later on when they fucking had left and said like they really didn't get nothing to eat or nothing like that, and they had some nasty ass choices, so that didn't go too well. Okay, now we think it is a brunch, and unless it was a seminar, I could understand this setting, but no. Okay, no. So what I mean by that is that you're sitting up here and she's sitting up here with the microphone in her hand with everybody. Okay, y'all. Hey, thank you for joining today with my brunch with Jay-Z. My name is Daisy, if you already don't know it. And today we're going to be talking about topics about fidelity and women in power and where is the best place to cheat. Okay, here. Here. Yeah. You right here. Mm-hmm. Yes, here. Testing, 1, 2. Testing, 1, 2. I mean, she's just going around with a microphone and is turning this into some of the talk show. It's just seemed like it was supposed to be a brunch. People should engage in conversations, but it just seemed awkward. I don't know if she does this all the time or whatever, or most people are used to it, but it just seemed a little weird to me that she's sitting up here with a microphone and it just seemed like it was her time to sit here and just, you already know it's a brunch. It's just somehow she wants to be noticed. And like I said, I swear makeup, in less than 5 minutes with editing, this kept being refilled. And not no sparkling water, okay? It just looked like she kept getting this refilled. And she decides first she had the mic and then finally the mic goes down, okay? And then she's up here, wants to discuss about the thing about first topic about with men or men fidelity, and then Demetra, she took another way. But did y'all notice all the time, all Melissa did was just keep doing this at first. All she did not say, but she kept making these faces. Like, I don't want to say shit, I don't want to be attacked, and somebody might come for me, somebody might have seen that one particular video. I don't know, but it seemed like she was keeping quiet. Okay. Now, anyways, you got makeup. The issue is Bree decides to finally open her mouth, and both Daisy both believe that women cannot, Demetria feels offended because it's like, okay, y'all professional women and independent whatever, but yet y'all don't feel a woman can be a power. Bree is like, well, men are the more stable ones and stuff like that or whatever. And then you got Daisy meaning, because women are emotional and stuff like that, that women can't be leaders. Now, if y'all want to put the comments below, if y'all agree and stuff like that, I'm going to leave that as an open question. Depends. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I don't know, whatever. But it does depend on the individual. Maybe I could be wrong, but I mean, I'm just like this. I mean, not everybody fits the stereotype. I mean, yeah, we do got hormones stuff like that, but I'm just saying, not everybody fits the stereotype. And I'll leave it as that. I'll have any comments, whatever, just let me know. But I don't think it's nothing wrong. Like I said, that's a whole other topic. But in my thing, it just felt like here's Daisy again. Well, my thought, if you're okay with being strong, there's nothing wrong with, like I said, a man being a leader. But it just was capable of both. What these women were saying is like a woman's incapable of leading. Now, like I said, it should be allowed where we can all be our own. We can't. I mean, people. But like I said, that's confusing, y'all. I don't feel like going to do all that. But it just was making it seem like only men can be leaders. But yeah, I mean, I don't just think all men can be leaders. But at the same time, it should. Then you got the weak man thing, and then they said nobody wants a weak man, a weak person, blah blah blah, talking about it. And then, like I said, we find out later on about the Terry situation, as far as I'm concerned, because I was questioning about it. It's not my business, but Terry just seemed like she even made hints about he always takes care of her hand and foot, and I wonder, like, well, maybe he might do something online at home. Could be, but it made it seem like as if it was something more behind the scenes about why this occurred, or why was he always available at her hand and foot, okay? Even she said before they had left and they first took off the car, she was saying, before they went to the brunch, she was like, you better make sure, you'll get fired. But, that could be a joke, but But I'm just saying, you got the thing, the cross between Demetri feels, feels disgusted about why would they not think a woman can be a leader and stuff like that. And then you got Marissa again, keep making them goofy ass faces. And you got Mecca sitting there refilling her goddamn glass full of the damn, probably a third bottle of damn wine. And then you got Bree in the corner. And then Geneva is kind of like, she didn't say anything. This wasn't until the second subject was brought up. And the second subject was about men cheating. All men are cheaters. And again, that's up to y'all. Y'all only comments and discuss it of stuff like that. Yeah, it's not all of them. Some of them might have gave up and stuff like that. But you have to also realize there are women who do that as well, okay? There are some women who are GBES bitches. And what I like to say that, as a term I made years ago, that you sit there and they're like this. Their legs do like this, and about tons of niggas fall out of the cooch, okay? Because that's how many got up in there, okay? So what I'm saying is, I'm just saying is that you can't just automatically just assume that. But then considering it's understandable, especially, I ain't gonna stuff like that. But it was just saying, Demetria was just saying, in her case, was like, well, if you feel like there's cheating stuff involved, and then you have case and you're up here snooping and stuff like that, then y'all need to leave. It's not worth it, and blah blah blah. And Melissa said this in the confessionals, but she still kept making good. She was just like, I think the only word she said was I agree. But she sat here and said, like, I believe, Demetria just feels she's a very strong woman and she doesn't like weakness. So I agree, but that with her about, being a strong woman. And, everybody else was saying, like, Demetria, probably has not paid attention or known that she ever got cheated on. And she's just like, you should trust somebody and shouldn't have to snoop through their stuff and stuff like that. Like I said, there was a lot of open topics that could be turned into a video or another open conversation outside of this show about should you sneak through your partner's stuff. So, anyway, so that turned into a topic and stuff like that. Blah 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 blah. I ain't gonna sit here and do a play-by-play. But in the end, Demetria felt like, okay, this is some BS and blah blah blah. She got ticked off. Then the end dinner, you seen people were just, I think, looking around and stuff like that are fake because of course the voices are getting louder and debating on women's independence and are they strong enough to be leaders? Then do men cheat or is it okay to snoop through somebody's stuff? Okay, so. Then you got later on when Demetria gets home, she's telling her fiance about the situation, and because they talking and men, communication, of course, is important. And she decides she's going to make a blog about, because she says that's what she does. She blogs about the conversation she has with people in her life or whatever going on, or the everyday. They just blog about her everyday life or what, just what's going on. And she decides to pull out that Mac Pro and start typing. And so with Mega, again, with her, also known as her man / probably could be her manservant, Terry, they come back to the house and he even gets them food, like I said, on cue, and they're eating sushi, and then decide to talk about what the heck just happened, and they feel like Demetria was, kind of actually out of line. Just like stand of grounds, like making it seem like, y'all don't know what you're talking about and y'all got issues. She didn't directly say that, but that was kind of like how she presented herself, like, y'all is motherfucking crazy, okay? So they sat there and talked, and it turns out, now Miko's situation is kind of like the sad so far, because it turns out her first mistake in her relationship with Terry, because they asked as Terry Chin, because they still are saying, like, when you feel like something is up, that you should snoop. And then, first, when Terry came in, she didn't say anything or whatever, brought in the food, and then when he went off somewhere else or whatever. And then she admitted that the first mistake was she never went to Terry's house. Then on top of that, she sat there and disclosed she Googled his house or something, and it was a phone number, and the other lady answered. And it turns out is a woman he's been with 20 years with. 20 years. Not only is somebody there, but he's been with this woman for a long time. I don't know if they married or this. I don't think the common law calling my wife or husband is, no, ain't probably. I know it's not many states that do that anymore, but I'm just saying it's like she felt like, well, I felt we were soulmates. Drink time. I don't think we were soulmates, and I just felt that I was gonna make, as long as he never did it again. I don't know why this child doesn't get this, but he'd been with this woman 20 years and did this to. I seriously doubt that you're the first and may not most likely be the last that he fucked with. He may be behaving because you're taking care of him, because she meant he moved in there, but there's nothing else mentioned. He moved in there about a year ago. So in other words, she may feel like she got the upper hand just because he depends on her and may go back there. We don't know the other one was taking care because they said he had a house, but I don't. Like I said, we don't know what he does, and whatever. But the other woman could be taking care of him too. You don't know if he's still in between, if he's doing Peter Pig Pen. If y'all watch for Love and Hip Hop, y'all know I'm talking about Peter Pig Pen and going back and forth between houses and stuff. You don't know what the heck going on. Might pull a Fantasia Moderna situation. I don't know what Fantasia's last name. We can go back to his wife or go back to the woman. I'm just saying is that, that situation is messy all over with. So of course they have a kumbaya moment. The next day we gotta deal with Daisy getting her cooch finally waxed or whatever, and we seen that this angle, just legs all up in here. And here she's making calls and text messages and FaceTime and shit to make her about getting her cooch waxed for the first time, and they went for a pedicure. And of course, Mako was there wherever, I think Brooklyn, or at the spot right on time with with some wine and some cups to talk about the situation. Now they found about this blog, and I don't think Demetria adds any names, but she does make it clear about going to this brunch and talk about the issues. And then she kind of did make an indirect comment because they're going back and forth. Janina meets with Melissa Ford and Melissa, sorry, it's first name basis, and you got Mika and Daisy talking, and it kind of like ends it up there because they're just going back and forth. I don't think Demetria was really talking much after then, but then we kind of see them going back and forth, 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 and whatever, right? And he's sitting up here. I mean, they're sitting up here going back and forth about what is said about the blog, and Jamina's like, she better not talk about any more cease and desist. They're talking about, oh my god, because she made a comment about if you feel comfortable, you got to snoop for somebody's stuff or something along them lines. I'm paraphrasing. That you need to get mentally checked here. Okay, you need to check somebody, need to get therapy and stuff like that. So, but then again, like I said, it was almost on cue. Here, well, oh, what she say? Oh, what she say? Oh, what she say? Ooh, it was just kind of almost like scripted because they all decided to look at the block at the same time. All four of these women at different locations, and it's just like, unless we seen the block, it's like, okay, maybe we can understand more because they were saying bits and pieces of the blog, but that probably wasn't the whole damn blog. So, we just get enough to make it seem juicy so we can carry a storyline, So that's pretty much it, y'all. So it's all about Demetria at the moment. It's kind of like emanating number one out the group. But I do want to point out Daisy at the end was making some comment about, bloggers. This thing about bloggers being ugly and they don't have to fix their face up and stuff like that. Even then she got things about, different devils and liars, something like that. Again, bring Jesus. And I want to bring out this example right here. Now there's some YouTubers and even people who just blog who are not trying to sabotage people. And you just indirectly let us know that you think Demetria is ugly in the face because you just said bloggers, generalizing all of them. And there's plenty of beautiful people. I mean, I'm not just saying about the Facebook. I'm just saying, watch what the heck you say, because if some blogger comes and finds one of those who are thirsty, if somebody wants to sell information on you, I hope your closet is squeaky clean. I'm talking about Mr. Clean shining with his big bald ass head at the floor and shining, and you can see his face at the bottom. If you have a wood floor at the bottom like this and shit, and you ain't got like I said, you got Lysol sprayed up in that bitch, completely just germ free, okay, just completely clean for the way that she's going about her stuff. Because I'm saying is, there may be bloggers, and I'm not talking about the bloggers that I mentioned, whatever, but she better be careful that somebody bridge, all this stuff. I don't know how she's gonna act all the rest of these episodes, but I'm just saying, don't be up here trying to be sitting here trying to put other people down and sit like that and put everybody blocker. If you had someone just Demetria that said that with her, but be careful as far as generalizing blogs and somebody sells information about your ass and your legs, just like you had getting them wax and stuff, got you in some compromising positions, okay? And we'll end it as that. I'm just saying she needs to be careful and watch what she says, because it's like not all bloggers are sitting up here or looking hazardous and looking like my precious the Hobbit off the Lords of the Rings damn trilogy and shit. I'm just saying that she needs to be careful what the heck she says about certain folks, because that's not right to put every darn blogger what you have personally with your friend. You know, you say your friend. Don't sit here and criticize other folks whatever it is. Like I said, her closet better be squeaky clean. Snuggles better pop out that bitch with a damn clean white sheet, whatever. Sitting here talking about, oh, this is Snuggles and soft. I'm just saying the way that she's talking, sitting here to a certain point. I'm not just saying, I'm just saying, better be careful, because somebody gonna sell some information. Whatever happened to Pastor Diedrich, Mr. Diedrich. I'm sorry, I'm just saying. I mean, that's not him saying anything. People are waiting to sometimes. There are some people in this world that's ready to destroy you just because, let alone if they got some dirt on you and you sit here just, I don't think bloggers would care, but I just feel like, why are you coming after bloggers for? Okay, it was that with y'all. But that's my review. If y'all first time watching, like, comment, share, subscribe. And I want to shout out, my YouTuber buddies is growing, is whatever we're going to be. Mike B, Some More Love, Majestic, The Ghetto View, Jay from Upton Discussions, Self-Esteem Queen, Swiggy Jones, Demia 2B, Janae Besa, and recent Marina Linda. Thank you all, guys. Love y'all. Check their channels. They're all in the features section of, you go on the channel there. Y'all can check there too. But I appreciate y'all. I thank all y'all. Y'all have a pleasant week, a pleasant day, pleasant morning, night. And I'm probably going to do my Real Housewife review after this, because I want to get this out the way. And I'll see y'all next video. Now, take care and bye-bye, y'all.